welcome back to the channel. I am Madcap, and this is another video on Watcher of Realms. Number 3 arena just for you, finalizing the whole trilogy. This might be the best of the bunch. It might be the worst of the bunch. Probably you don't care about any of the bunch, but that's okay. I'm giving it to you anyway, because who knows, maybe down the road you're gonna be like, hey, I think I want to watch that. So here it is. We're in the arena. We're in Overlord. We're in the final day. Shockingly, the worst defense on it because I've had the best luck on offense. Most importantly noted, no Boreas. Hey, no Boreas. But we are doing a chaos-led team with Silas and, of course, some sweet, sweet buffs by our good friend Dolores. So let's get into the arena here. Let's pick an enemy. Now, we're punching up a bit, but that's okay. Maybe we're punching down a bit. I don't mind. Oh God. Before I do anything, let me go grab my gear back from the other champions that had it. Anytime I do the Pantheon, we borrow gear. Just want to make sure you've got gear. That's your gear. Yes. And Cerberus is missing his gear. That's the other person. Probably Nocturne's got your gear, my friend. Oh, Nocturne. You silly, silly man. There we go. Okay, so here's the team. Let's show you this while we're here. We might as well show you the team. Let's start with the team lead. That is, of course, the Cerberus. As I drove right past him. Cerberus, I have a Awaken 5 Cerberus. What does Cerberus do for you or me or anyone running this? Well, it's quite simple. He runs... sorry, let's go to the skills. He runs this, increases attack speed by 30 for 8 seconds each time after taking damage up to 5 stacks on himself. So he really speeds up, which is really cool. He's also reduced costs by 5 in the arena. He's got a bleed effect, which is really cool. He does deal some AoE damage up to 5 targets in a semicircle, 25% chance on passive. He has the continuous physical attack, which also has a chance to bleed because of his Awakening 1. And his ultimate, which just gets angry, converts 16% of max HP into attack, loses 10% of current HP per second, eliminating a target, recovers 10% of the HP, lasting for 20 seconds. But the Lord skill is the big deal here. Increases faction allies' basic attributes by 10. Everyone does that. Increases the faction allies' damage based on their lost HP up to 40% at 30% HP. So I'm guessing that's... at 30% it's up to 40, so it's probably 5 increment. Does that make sense? I don't even know how that's even going to work and how it skills, but the reality is all my guys are going to lose health and they're going to hit harder, and that's exactly what we want out of him. So that's how he's going to roll. His actual stats you see here, broken set right side, set left side, and his total stats are 11,716 attack. He has a 1.5 attack interval at 266 crit damage on Vladov. Next up on the list, let's go right to Ardea. Ardea is the queen of the whole thing. She's the one that's going to get a lot of that Vladov Lord skill in her favor. You can see she's sitting broken right, Warlord left. And just because of her high attack, she is cracked out. She's crazy easy to build. 23,500 attack at a 1.3 second interval. We really pushed hard to get her above 400 attack speed. Love to get 500 eventually. Virtually 100% crit rate, 311% crit damage. We could even at some point go higher crit damage and drop off more of this attack in the arena. I don't think that's necessarily as important, but she is going to be a big damage dealer for us. And in this iteration, we're basically trying to win before the big wiping mobs come for us. So if you know, you know. Those things are absolutely ridiculous. Valeria here, again, broken right, set left of Calamity, which gives us the extra attack. And you see her at 19,125, sitting at a 1.7 second attack interval, 251 speed, a little bit low for my liking. Crit damage 289, a little bit low for my liking. But the big thing about her is we're going to be able to have her and just sit her in front and allow her to soak up some damage and do some damage of her own. Those are the three Chaos units. Then, of course, we have our Silas. You may have seen him in the last video. Has not changed a bit. 13,886 attack, 1.2 second attack interval, 373 crit damage, hitting like an absolute monster. And he's going to be the main damage dealer for us, but not the only damage dealer for us, as you'll see when we show the breakdown of damage. And then, of course, Dolores making it all happen, and she's at about 12.5 on the attack. At rage regen is the other big thing. We got none. So she's just there to boost that. Of course, we're also using the artifact Keen Wisdom to help us with that. So that's the team. Let's get it in here. I like auto fighting actually with this team, but because then I don't have to worry about timings as much. But we're going to slow it down to 1 if it's not already. We're going to slow it down to 1 just so we get the placement we want on our Valeria. So as soon as she's available, we're going to pop her down right there. That's where we want him. You see how he takes that slight sidestep downwards? That's kind of important to know, just because if we get to the point where we're dropping Vladov down, we're going to need to know that. Now, you notice I did not give Dolores to Valeria. There's a reason for that, and that reason's name is Ardea. When Ardea gets up, she's going to be the one. Now, I use the ultimate on the first, and I typically don't use the ultimate again unless I have to, because we want her to be survivable. Now, we're putting Silas here. He's going to boost up. We're just going to fight this one. We're going to get that extra bonus damage. So she gets some extra damage when it's 2 tiles away. It's a passive of Valeria's, and that just helps us get to the second wave. The third wave, we are going to be using Silas's ult, and we're going to drop down Ardea behind. The two of them are just going to mow down enemies. It's not even going to be fair. I get it. It's their OP, yada, yada, yada. But this is now we're off to the races. You see, he's already had to put a safety valve here, which really tells me that we've got this in the bag. The last one we're going to put is Vladov right there. The reason why we can put him there is you notice that stutter step downwards that the mob made. We already won, but so that's it. That's the totality of the Arena 3. And you can see nice, beautiful win by us. To take a look at the stats, they're very close here. Obviously, the longer the fight goes, the more Silas is going to take over the damage lead. The reason why Valeria is that close is she hits that first round solo, and obviously she's going to be less impactful than both Ardea and Silas as you cycle forward. And it's just an easy put team. Would I like to have one of the Chaos Lords over Vladov? Sure, but Vladov can absolutely do damage when you need him to. We're going to try to fight the page. We're going to auto fight. I'll take over if I feel like we're in trouble. But typically at this, I was going at 100% until I got into about halfway through this area here. Oh, interesting. She's letting her tank. That's pretty smart, actually. I kind of like that. She might be using that heal thing. That's okay. We're going to take a little damage here. We're still going to get our big hit there with Silent. Okay, so that's the biggest thing about Valeria is that second round hit does that kind of damage. And it allows us to really get ahead in this. Even though they've got a good setup there, we're just going to be quicker because the Valeria hit is like 80% of the damage, and then Silas gets to use his ult on the round after, and now we just got to hold on, and hopefully we can kill some before theirs. We look like we're pretty even. No, we even beat that one a little bit. Again, Valeria is hitting her thing now on auto. A little bit scary because they like using ults on that, but hopefully, yeah, she's good. She's surviving, and looks like we're probably gonna win on this round. I hope to God, please win. Thank you. Please win, because the next round is the ugly round. There we go. If we get to the other round, we could be in trouble. Now, so could they, but this team is not built for that next round with the Aura champions, like the bigger brothers of the ones you get to use in Guild Wars. But there's another win. Very good. I should check damage on that one because it was a longer fight. Now we're starting to get a little bit scary, but we'll try it. We'll give it a go anyway. I mean, really, I'm ahead of him in levels, so We'll see if I have better gear than him or not. It'll probably come down to that. Okay, I always think this is wrong. Okay, I was gonna say I never loved letting them get all the way in because the setup at the entrance is too easy. It's too easy to do, and if you're letting the mobs go around into the fountain, sure you'll be able to have a better enclosure to kill them off. But I honestly believe you're gonna get to the point where I'm killing off the mob before they even get to you. Even here where they're setting up, I think is a mistake. And I think it gives me too much time. Like, before they start hitting, I've already got the first one down, and I've already got the second one down. They haven't even looked at their second one yet, just because of that extra travel time. This could be the end of it, honestly. He used his Silas ult. That gave him back. But, again, now we've got the ult of Valeria and of Ardea just mowing down. We even have Vladov getting in on the action. And that's going to be it. That's all she wrote. So we're 3 for 3 so far. Pretty good. I have messed around with this by putting Silas, Aracha in with Silas. Or Arakia. Aracha sounds better, but I think it's like arachnophobia. Arachnia. Araka. I don't know. Spiders anyway. I forgot to look at the damage again. What is wrong with me? And this just did better than that. Okay, here's one. They're higher build power than me, so that's going to put me at a disadvantage. But they're using well, I guess using Eloin gives them the heals. If this battle goes long, they're an automatic win. I'll just tell you that for free. They're going to be able to heal better. Well, she's hitting better than me, and she has the piece of gear that I keep meaning to put on mine, and I never do. Really should. The one that creates the shadow assistant. There we go. That's not too bad though. Let's see if we can get. Oh, see, she's a little bit harder hitting, and she got that same thing. So we're in trouble here. Okay, we won that one, and that's on the back of our ultimate. That's actually really good because he's probably going to use his ultimate on the next round. Go, yes. Oh, that's beautiful. See, he was setting up down there. He had it. This is what I mean. Like, see what other people are doing. This should give you a good idea. Hunton should have beaten me. He had a better Valeria. He had a better team damage at the beginning. I don't know if his Silas is built as well as mine, but he had every opportunity. Look at it, 3.3 and 2.2. Easily could have handled it. But then he went and he put Salazar down below. And he absolutely should have put Salazar in the triangle as well, and then had another ranged unit or set up a triangle with Eloin healing and adding that regen. I think not having the inspiration is a problem, but who am I to say? Let me win. Okay, we got one more fight for this. Baklava. Baklava is well, let's see what happens. I mean, he's higher level than me. I've got a higher build power, but he's got Salazar. Salazar is absolutely... That's Salazar, right? I'm going to feel bad if that's not Salazar. People are going to be like, you're an idiot. Oh, okay, well, I've won. I always think this is a bad idea, setting up back here. I don't know. Is it because of the cost? I mean, that said, it's not even so much about this round. Look, he's just barely behind me. A well-built Wrath is well-built Wrath. But now... Look at that. I've already finished. He hasn't even seen his guy. So even though Salazar can rip through, especially when he puts bleed on there, he's getting the inspiration. Like, that's a pretty quick kill. It still lost him a lot of time just because, look, I've already killed them and they haven't even touched theirs, right? They're killing the Bobs just as fast as I am, but they're too far out. You have to get them in as early as possible. So that gives us a 5 out of 5. Our best result, probably our best team. It's a non-Boreas team, which I like as well. I don't think, obviously, Boreas isn't as big a deal here because it's all single targets for the first, for pretty much all of them. So really big deal. But there we go. And we've got it safely into Overlord. This is the last day. So I'll put this video up. Maybe these videos will help you for the next push of 3. Why don't we just go into overtime here? See if we can't. I don't know if we want to, but let's see what happens if we can get in here. I feel like I'm gonna like Hatsit. Hatsit seems like a weird one for this. I'll be interested to see how this goes. 50 say he's double hitting what I'm hitting. That could be a definite problem. Oh my god. His Valeria is his best built champion, obviously. Okay, use your ult. Use your ult. Let's get caught back up. See how quickly she was able to do it at the same time? She didn't even need a second help. But again, setting up at the fountain. It's like you don't believe your own champion's ability to maintain. Like, you had me beat, and putting him down there just gave me the win. I think I'll win right here because you've only got a single target and you're attacking two. Pretty close. Pretty close. And then our Ardea put us into overdrive there, and this should be the win. So, yeah, I'm really curious about that placement because I think he had us. And why is Hatsut? Hatsut's not really the champion you want in here. Pod, you have good champions. You have crazy build stuff, but it looks like you didn't quite. Well, so okay, we're not top 20, so or top whatever it is. What is it? The top 200. We're not in the top 200, so we're still going to stay here. But that gives us some pretty good buffer. There you go. 6 for 6. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you use for your single target DPS champions? Do you go with the Nightmare team, which is very prevalent? I don't see a lot at this level. The thing we obviously see Silas. We see a lot of Aracha. What I don't see is what I'm using, which actually really shocks me. Oh, sorry. Let me use Dolores, obvious, Valeria, Silas. Wrath is a big one. Salazar, which I don't have. You can see all the ones I don't have gone. Yeah, the pros use gone because that's who they have. Oddly enough, not a lot of other people using the Chaos Lords, and I think that's why I'm doing so well in this iteration. Is I feel like that's a big miss. I mean, Wrath is good. Don't get me wrong. But if you have a Chaos Lord and you have Valeria and Ardea or any other secondary, I know that there's other Chaos Lords. I know Chaos Lords is the filthy pay-to-win world, but I just feel, again, I'll say it one more time. I feel like it's a miss if you have and you're not using. If you don't have, sure, absolutely. But anyway, that's my thoughts. That's my final. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Please be kind, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.